Welcome to the last of first series where I start from the pits and see how many cars I can pass. So we're on the V at Oran South. The pit lane is horrendous, and also we get an 11-second delay start at the beginning. So we're about 21 seconds behind first place at this point in the race. So it's a huge penalty, but we see if what we could do. So we have a back marker. I don't know what this guy is doing. Not a back marker, but a guy who just started slow. I don't know, he forgot to start at the beginning. But we're thinking right now, how can I pass him as quickly as possible? So am I gonna go right, left? Can I pass him? He's probably really slow, so I just really need to pass him as quickly as possible to start catching up to the pack. But here he blocks. I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna get a good exit and pass him on straight. And we just pull our move right here. He doesn't defend, and everything's good. We passed the first guy. But now the pack is significantly far ahead. So I'm thinking right now, I just need to make sure I don't crash with this guy and just start hot lapping. Just start putting in the best times I can. Start catching up to the pack. Now the first lap, tires are still cold. I'm a little conscious of that. I don't want to spin out by pushing too hard, but we still need to make a lot of time here. So let's enjoy. And now I'm considering taking off tracks to go a bit faster, but I do want to, maintain some sort of decency while racing. So here we actually get a good last turn, and I think we're almost in the draft. Not quite, we're still a bit too far, but I think I'm going to be checking the time, and we are about 1.5 seconds. So we're 0.3 out of the draft. I'm pretty sure by next turn I'll be back in the draft because these guys don't take turns as fast as they can. And here this really bummed me out. Like that just cost me 0.3 of a second at least, if not more. But fortunately we're in the draft, and that just will make up. And oh my god, this guy just goes off into the wall. As soon as that starts happening, I'm thinking, is he gonna bounce back and like ricochet back into the road, knock us off apart? And no, we're good. So now we just had this guy to pass. We're gonna try to get a good exit and try to pass him on the straight. Oh, it's gonna be close because we didn't get that good of an exit there. But I think with the draft, we will be able to hit the inside. And fortunately, he's not defending, so this is good. If he was defending, we'd have to do a maneuver. And here, now I see this guy coming in from the pits, and all I'm thinking is, this guy gonna run into us? Fortunately, he ends up being in front, but now I know he's a back marker now, so is he gonna be blocking, challenging us? Like, what's happening? Now, at this point, I'm thinking, all right, maybe he's just gonna give me a draft, and that'll be useful. But if I have to pass him, and he's defending, and sometimes back markers can be really annoying, so I'm hoping to get a really good exit here, and I slide a bit too much. I go a bit way too wide, so in a way it's good that he's the back marker. Here he's giving me a significant draft. So 0.6 seconds. He's helping me make up the time that I didn't get by getting a bad exit. So here I'm very conscious that I'm going faster than I usually am, so I had to brake early in order to account for the turn, because I was going significantly faster than I usually go. And here the draft doesn't help as much because you're turning anyways, but I'm very conscious that I might be running right into him right here, and I don't want him to start slowing me down. And right here, I'm like, I have to kind of measure my speed, and I'm hoping that he's going to let me by, but he doesn't, so it means he's going to contest me here, and this slows me down a lot. I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. So he's going to fight me. But fortunately, I have to draft. I'm going to pass him on the inside, and everything will be dandy. If I go on the inside, and fortunately, he doesn't decide to challenge me in the turn. You see, he hits the brake there, so at least there's that. Once I passed him, I had to work for it, but once I passed him, at least he didn't try to challenge me in T1. So now, we just need to catch up to the actual front pack of racers. So this is the real pack. All these guys were kind of like, I don't know, what they were doing in the back. So now I just got to put in the hot laps and try to make up some time. So we have about over 3 seconds to make up, but I think we'll make it up relatively quickly. So I slowed down a bit too much there. You heard my tires screech a bit. Could have been a bit better.
You've got the fastest lap. Car 5 is now leading.
So here I'm thinking just get a good lap, you know? That's a decent T1. That was a really good cut. I didn't get an off track with that, so that was good. And now I'm thinking, all right, just keep on doing your thing, and I will be up with them in a lap or two. Still 2 seconds. So there, at the beginning of last lap we were 3.3, and now we are 2.1. So that's about a second per lap that we're gaining on them. And here I see smoke. Oh my god! And I'm thinking, what's going to happen? I see all these people crashing, and I'm obviously concerned about people who are coming back on the track. And now this guy, he just almost got into an accident. Sometimes when people get into accidents or very close, they're rattled. So I know that this guy is rattled, so the smallest pressure he's probably going to let me pass. And here I'm like, oh, I'm going to go on the, there you go, I'm going to go on the dirt, and he just hits the brakes. He was rattled, and I figured I could make a move there and it would be okay. Like usually when you almost crash, you kind of like let the next guy pass by anyways. So he kept up for a while, but I was able to pass him. But now these guys, or this guy, they're really far ahead, and they're relatively quick. Like compared to the other guys, these guys have decent pace and they're far ahead. So I really got to put in some good laps here in order to just even stand a chance. Now this guy, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to catch up, just because he's, you know, I can see him. But the guys in front, they are miles ahead. So here it's just about putting in some good laps. I'm still too far. I'm not in draft yet. Now I'm getting close to draft territory. Yeah, now I'm definitely in draft. It's about a second behind.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 2.6 seconds. You've got the fastest lap.
And that was a decent lap, honestly. 48.4, and I don't think I had any draft in that one. Yellow flag. Instantly I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to avoid someone. And now, this guy is obviously slower, but I'm trying to figure out where to pass him. I'm just like, okay, just send it right here.
Keep to the right.
And I'm actually really surprised because he stays alongside me.
Still there.
But I managed to hold on the outside and get a better exit. So that was a really hard pass to make.
Clear.
Just to maintain speed on the outside and then come out faster than the other guy. So here I'm defending, even though I'm in front, just because I don't want him to take the inside and dive bomb me.
Car right.
So he tries to take the outside. I'm giving him space, and I take it. All right. So now that battle's over, I still have two guys in front, and they are super far away, and they're also running 48s, I believe, or 48. Yeah, I think they're running 48s. They qualified for 48 at least. So I really have to put in these hot laps, you know? That's good, and you can see the guy behind. He's trying to keep up, and I'm just moving here because I don't want to have another fight on me. So I'm trying to make it a bit more difficult for this guy to draft me, because I just don't want to fight, you know. But here, oh, I can see him losing it behind. So that happens a lot for some reason. Guys, they try to keep up, and then they're pushing, trying to keep up, and then they just spin out. So that's not the first time it happens there. Now I see a guy, but that guy I believe is a back marker following the actual leaders. So whenever that happens, I'm always thinking like, actually I'm not even sure, is that a back marker? I know, no.
No damage, car looks fine.
I was too busy thinking about that guy, and then I run into the wall, and that cost me. Fortunately, I didn't get any damage. It doesn't affect my time too much, But I mean, that'll still cost me when every second or millisecond or like hundreds of second counts. So this guy, yeah, I believe he's the back marker. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna have to pass a back marker. I don't know if he's gonna let me pass or not, or if he's gonna wreck me, or like he's just like another obstacle in the way, basically. I'd rather not have a guy. Yeah, I'd rather not have a guy there. But sometimes you never know. Sometimes they just give you a draft and they could actually help you catch the guys in front. So that's a good exit. That's like perfect right now. And I'm right in this guy's draft. So I end up getting a nice boost of speed here. And that actually helps me kind of like slingshot ahead of it. But then I know I'm going to have to pass him at some point. So, you know. And here I'm conscious I'm going faster than usual. So I had to brake earlier. And here I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. But fortunately, this guy slides to the left, lets me pass like a boss. Thank you. That's the perfect back marker. Gives me a small little draft and lets me pass. But these guys are still really far ahead. They're doing fast times, and I think this is last lap. So I'm going crazy here. Just pushing as hard as I can.
White flag.
So that was 1.4 seconds behind. White flag. No, I see I'm behind. The red car, 1 second behind. But this is a 40-second, you know, like track. So 1 second is huge here. And the leader is 1.3 too. So I'm doing right on the edge. You can just kind of hear my tires screeching, and I go too far because I'm just pushing a bit too much. I actually go too wide there. That cost me a bit of time. But here I'm like, screw it. Let's just do everything I can. And I purposely kind of take a shortcut here, and I just floor it. So she's like, let's just go. And I get so close. So right here, I'm still too far behind, but I get a much better exit than these guys. And I'm pushing right next to the wall and across the line. One more lap, and I had these guys. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Talk to you and see you for some more. Ciao.
Checkered flag. Nice run. Solid work.